Welcome. You're listening to Dickin Around with Josh and Philbo, or Philip. I'm Philip, aka Philbo.
Nobody calls you Philip, Philbo. And my name is Josh. What's up, y'all?
What's up, everybody? So we are coming in hot, episode 4. Got a bunch of stuff for you. We're still trying to get all the kinks ironed out, but fuck that bullshit. We still got a great show for you guys in the meantime. So here we go.
Hell yeah.
Now Joshua, friend, do you have skill selection?
All right. Well, I lost you.
Oh,
Lost you.
yeah, you're a little delayed too, my friend. Look at that shit.
Well, that's fun.
Don't know what happened there.
All right. Well, I'm here.
Can you not hear me at all?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay.
I got you.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, sorry. Do you have a tequila for us?
You bet your non-Mexican ass I do. Look at this shit.
There it is. What does that say? I can't read it. Cazadores?
So this is Cazadores. This is their reposado. It's HO in Mexico. And it also hails from Jalisco. So once again, we're in a mud hut. We're not in a prison sink, and we are not in a single wide trailer today. Reposado is it's the same style that we did last week, but you know I really liked the one last week. I actually finished the bottle the same day, which is uncharacteristic. So we're gonna pop this bad boy open.
Sure it is.
Listen, we're for posterity. I don't finish bottles ever, but let me figure out how to get this. It's got some type of Mexican plastic on it. So as per usual, my vehicle of the day is going to be rocks, and my mixer. We're gonna stick with Polar Pop this time, but we're gonna go with a different flavor. And once again, Polar Pop. Pick it up at your local dollar store, your local thrifty market. It's an unflavored. Well, it's flavored, but it's an unsweetened seltzer water. And this week we're gonna go with tart cherry limeade. So we're gonna make ourselves a little tequila cherry limeade.
Nice.
So Philbo, why don't you sling me your iced tea of the week while we get this going?
Absolutely, my friend. That sounds like a good plan. And like I tried to explain, I guess I'll just explain this every week. I have to keep it in the fridge because something about tea just you don't keep it in the fridge. Doesn't work out. But
once again, I'll challenge all of our dicks out there. You got to go at least half tequila in the mix. If not, you're on the wrong podcast. You're looking for the Pussy Podcast. Anyway, sorry to cut you off there, Phil, but show me what we're working with today.
As always, the beautiful, the fantastic Milo's tea.
Why would you ever switch it up?
And exactly, you can't go wrong. So, oh, by the way, I don't know. Fuck it. We'll just go ahead and drop this branding now. So, for all the dicks out there, you're drinking tequila, but Philbo, I don't know if it's copyrighted, but Philbo, something that rhymes with Saggins, is gonna be drinking the tea. So, if dicks out there, you can drink your tequila. Shirelings out there, all the Philbo Saggins types, you guys can drink your tea. Contigo.
Yeah, so the Shirelings, if you choose the tea route, definitely hold them up with Philbo. If you're a dick like me, pour yourself a nice glass of tequila, mix it with whatever you choose. Hopefully it's from the dollar store, and we'll always start this out with a cheers. I don't have a toast today, but Philbo, I love you, buddy. You beautiful bastard. And everybody listening, cheers. We love you too.
Oh yeah, cheers. Nice. Off to a great start. All right, let me put this back in the fridge. I don't know if it's bad for the host to just constantly walk away from the camera, but fuck it.
I also think that maybe maybe you get yourself a mini fridge and just sit it right next to you, and you can have all the Milos you want.
Look, it's not a bad idea, and I still reminisce just about every damn time. I still think of like how many mini fridges did you have in that rental in Savannah? Like 4?
Uh, well, no, one was broken, so 3. I had one in the garage, I had one in the bedroom, and one in the upstairs room. So 3 functioning.
Not
I
bad.
feel like they're essential to day to day.
That'd be true. And I'll have to get myself one. Fuck. I know. It would just make way more sense, but I'm a ball on a budget, son. That's what I'm doing right now. So,
Balla on a budget.
so last week, we talked about fantastic single A team, the Quad Cities River Bandits. That name. Quad Cities River Bandits. They have a fantastic facility out there. Thanks again, you guys. They were fantastic to talk about and featured. By the way, so they don't have the hot tub anymore. Did find that out. That's a bit unfortunate.
Tub anymore, but the dope ass logo remains. So
exactly, and the dope ass facility. I mean, that's a pretty damn nice facility they have.
100%, man. And hey, shout out to Josh, the assistant general manager. I know it's funny, he's not the dicking around Josh, but the assistant general manager of the River Bandit. Shout out. He reached out to us, and he offered us some tickets, and maybe we'll be out there live streaming in the near future. He'll get back to us, but shout out to Josh. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thanks for talking with us. Thanks for taking our number down. So, but this week we have another. So it's an affiliate league. It's not technically single A, double, triple A, but it is a league for professional baseball players who are MLB affiliates. They are called what, Joshua?
The Gastonia Honey Hunters, and I'll show you the logo.
Very nice. Got that little honey badger on there.
So, I picked this team for us this week, Philbo, for multiple reasons. I'm always a fan of a dope logo. That's going to be a recurring theme. But this is my hometown team, and let me tell you, we've had baseball in this town for a while, and it's a college league, so it's not professional. It's entertaining. They actually play the Savannah Bananas. It's the same type organization, actually owned by the same person that owns the Savannah Bananas, but like not real professional baseball. So this to come into my hometown is huge, man. Like we can actually go out, see real prospects, guys that'll be out on a major league mound, coming up to the plate in an actual major league game in the near future. It's really exciting. And they are a partner league, so they're unaffiliated, but a lot of the players that they have are either being scouted or actually are already affiliated with the team. So they're definitely professional players. And let me give a quick shout out. We're not going to go through the whole roster, but I was looking at it today, and Riley Hovis plays for the team. Now, Philbo, I know you're not from my hometown, so you don't know the Hovis gang, but it's a big family, and everybody plays baseball.
Do they fight with the Crenshaws every now and
then? They didn't want any of the Crenshaws, but on to the next one. But Riley Hovis, he's on the roster. Notice that he actually knows my stepdaughter. So shout out to Riley. Shout out to Heaven, my stepdaughter. I just thought it was cool because I went to high school with several Hovi, I guess is the plural of Hovis. But shout out to those guys. I'm glad to see they're actually getting some traction out there and getting dirty out on the ball field.
You like to see men get there. I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah, I mean, you love to see it. You never root against anybody, Not best friends with any of the Hovises, but at the same time, hey, big shout out. That's a big accomplishment. I would like to talk a little bit about their facilities, Caramont Health Park.
There, let me pull it up. I got some great images.
Okay, cool. Yeah, man, this place, and let me tell you. So I don't think you've ever been to my hometown, Philbo, but this is smack dab in the middle of what used to be Skid Row, like a terrible part of downtown, and what Gastonia is doing is using this as a centerpiece to actually reclaim downtown and make it nice. So this is all brand new facilities built a couple years ago, and it's fantastic. I've driven by it. Unfortunately, haven't been in town long enough for them to actually play live games here. But you bet your ass I'll be in those seats because it's less than 10 minutes away, and also within walking distance is Leather and Lace, one of my favorite gentlemen's clubs. So
That's not that legitimately sounds like a place where you buy baseball gloves. It doesn't sound like I would not have thought that was.
and yeah, so they have an attached restaurant, and it's a clean facility all the way around, and just the fact that they're using that as a cornerstone. I'm a huge baseball fan like you, Philbo, and for my hometown to actually be rebuilding on such a historic area and using baseball as the cornerstone, fantastic, man. Like I'm 100% a fan. The logo aside, I'm super excited that this is a thing. So
Absolutely, it sounds like it's a good thing for the community. Hopefully, they really take off.
absolutely.
I'm just preaching through those images. I'll go ahead and throw their schedule up here. Take a look at that. If you're ever in
Yeah.
the area,
So I don't think they don't start playing until later in April.
April 28th.
So yeah, April 28th. So if you ever want to come grab a beer with Josh from Josh and Philbo, you'll find me at the Hunter. So look for a home game. Hit me up. Come out there. We'll kick back a cold one and enjoy a good time with some baseball.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, no hot tub, but I will be in contact with one of their general managers or assistant general managers this week. So we'll see if we can get one installed. But
I mean, look, if you
anyway,
build it, they will come.
if you build it, I will get drunk and soak in it.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, that's pretty much a guarantee. That doesn't apply just to hot tubs, but that's just everything.
Yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, whatever you want to build, I'll come and get drunk and soak in it. We'll be good. Cheers to that. By the way, guys, as we switch segments, if you guys want to drop us some comments in the chats, feel free. We'd love to interact with you. We really enjoy the fact that you're taking the time out of your day to watch us, and just let us know if you want to throw something out. We'll talk about it. But shout out to the viewers right now.
Yeah, anything you want, any topic, nothing's off limits. Throw it in the comments, and we'll just rip off of it.
Nothing.
So, now that is out of the way,
what we got?
well, okay. One of the few things I do have a sounder for. Let's go right into that. Let's talk about one of our favorite rappers of all time, Tekashi 6.
Oh, right.
Let's get our sounder going.
Oh, all right. I'm alert now.
He's ready. Just like Tobey Maguire, he's ready. So let's talk about this. So I did a little bit of research about this guy because I'm gonna be honest.
So wait. Are we saying that Tekashi 6ix9ine is more popular with us than MGK?
Well, considering I haven't heard anything he's ever done, yes, because literally white noise is preferable to whatever the fuck MGK is putting. I would say yes. He won.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. I'm not gonna argue with that. Fair enough.
How do you argue with that? It's pretty damn poignant.
Can't.
I'm gonna say so. I did a little bit of research on this. So I don't know if you looked into his past transgressions. Starting in I think about 2015, he was in trouble for some let's just say some sexual shit, inappropriate. I won't get into the details.
You got my attention.
But what leading up to the big trial he had, I think it was back in like 2018. He's part of this. I think it's a Crips affiliate, and I don't want to get it wrong, because I don't want anybody knocking on my door in the middle of it. So I apologize. I don't remember off the top of my head. It's a Crips gang somewhere.
Red or blue?
It's they're somewhere. I don't know. So I think they're called the Train 9 Gangsters or something like that. So he's in with those guys, and he's got some beef with Chief Keef, which I never heard any of his music either, whatever. So, but there is a whole bunch of shit back and forth. Basically, what ends up happening is he goes down with the feds. He gets federal charges like RICO, which is racketeering, and all kinds of other like gang related shit. Very famously, he then flips on his fellow gang members and only gets 2 years in prison for this. So you know what? Good for him. Sucks to suck. That's the story. Whatever. So it actually, interestingly enough, so he goes to prison in 2020, or I'm sorry, he actually goes to prison in like December of 2019 or something. And then the pandemic rolls around, and this was a big story at the time. They were letting a lot of people out of jail because of that, because of COVID spreading in prisons. And he has asthma apparently. His attorneys used that as an excuse to get him under house arrest. So he actually somehow I don't I think we all missed that story.
He had asthma, so they don't do jailhouse inhalers.
I don't fucking know. I don't know. So anyway, he goes to house arrest. I'm sure the fact that he's a famous rapper definitely helps out with that. Fuck us, right? All the celebrity dicks get their preferential treatment. And
I'm just saying, look, I'll put pen to paper. I'll tattle on you, Philbo, if it gets me out.
Bro, yeah, because he was looking at 47 years. He got 2 with time served and a reduced sentence. So I mean, fuck yeah.
No, the only thing I have to ask is what's the date?
Yeah, exactly. Can I sign with an X? Anything that will fucking make this go faster.
Yeah, right. I'll give you a thumbprint. I'll give you DNA, whatever you need. Yeah, Philbo did
it. I'll write that in the Philbo did it. That's the whole confession.
That's it. Philbo did it.
That's all you need, man. So anyway, so he goes to jail. He gets out. He's still making music, still relatively popular. Then he gets some random beef, Bieber and somebody else. I don't, whatever. Oh, Ariana Grande. But anyway, not as violent as it was with Chief Keef, because he actually admitted to ordering a hit on Chief. So didn't get that violent with J Beebs and Ariana. Wonder why? Probably because they're on a whole.
And the level. Tiger King is still incarcerated. What the fuck is this world coming?
Yeah,
to?
Free my boy. He only did mostly something.
Free my boy. Let the mullet go.
Let the mullet flag fly, baby. So, but anyway, so all of that in the fucking background, right? So let's look at the story we have for him, which.
I was about to say, can we just pull up a picture of the guy? Because that's him.
Yep, this is him right here.
So
he's got this issue here. This whole story is hilarious to me. So they just break into the gym.
So I read up on a little a beeline to the sauna. Now I read a little bit about it, but apparently he got caught wrong place, wrong time, no backup, talking. He's talked shit, he's snitched, he's done this and that. But look, just judging, just based on that photo right there, that young man looks like he's never said a crass word about anyone else. I don't think. I would pull him straight out of a Presbyterian congregation and say, that young man, I don't even think he smoked a cigarette in his life.
No, he's very clearly straight.
I'm sticking up for Tekashi right now, because guess what? That is a straight edge young man.
Absolutely.
And whatever he got, he didn't deserve.
No, clearly he's never done anything wrong in his life. So,
no.
But yeah, so they just come up to him, and kicking and cussing,
including writing a fucking song that you can listen to.
Exactly. But very clearly, we know what happened here. These guys show up, beat the shit out of him, kicking, cussing, and for being a snitch. What I'm interested in, though, is going to talk to the feds about potentially getting Tekashi some much-needed protection from people. That'll be interesting. Wherever he goes.
Well, he's already out of jail. So what are they gonna do? Put him in better not jail?
I don't. What do you get an FBI agent assigned to you to follow you around? Like, I don't get that.
I was about to say he's about to have a handler, like an FBI handler that walks around with him for the rest of his life. Like, dude, you made your fucking choice. When you put pen to paper, you made your choice. You knew exactly what you were doing, and you knew that was going to come with some limitations. Now, I think this is best case scenario for young Tekashi because, dude, Like this fucking guy. I mean, this is best case scenario. The guy walks around in public and he goes, he doesn't have backup or anything, and he gets his ass beat. And they're trying to make it look that bad. And I can't tell with all the tattoos what actually happened to him. But
It's hard to tell what's a bruise.
yeah, it's hard to tell. I can't tell if he's bruised or if it was just another mistake, like his mother didn't love him. I can't tell.
What if they just
But
what if they broke into the gym, held him down, and said, "Okay, we're gonna dye your braids even more rainbow." Do you think he would
right,
resist?
yeah, we're gonna make you look like even more of a piece of shit. Um, no, dude, like I always say, we really don't have the time to go fully into this because if you really want me to dissect this guy just line by line, I will.
Bro, dude, we
can
got
pull
nothing
up.
but time right now. We're still so early on. The stories we have to talk about today are not as extensive as this one because holy shit, dude. I mean, this situation is so hilarious to me. Like, first of all, this whole culture.
It is. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Like back in the day, if you put pen to paper and you snitch, you know what's coming down the pipe. You already know. Like you got a payback coming. You better fucking look behind you at all times. You better roll at least 5 deep, and I'm talking armed 5 deep because these people are playing around.
Yeah.
But now it's like he's surprised because he got rolled in a gym because he went out without backup. Like
Yeah.
you know what you're doing. Number one, I'll take that back because I think a lot of these kids get into situations they can't handle and they're not old enough to sign up for. I will admit that. I will
true.
give him that you think it's the cool thing. You think it's, oh, I'm going to be a gangbanger. I'm going to sling some rock down here. I'm going to spit some rhymes. I'll be famous eventually, whatever. But you get in with some bad kids, and the bad kids aren't always going to look out for you, especially if you drop their name to the feds. And that's what they don't tell you. There's no, there's no there's no class for that. Like in junior college, there's no. That's ironic, but there's also, nobody's holding a workshop at the airport Holiday Inn telling you, hey, if you join a shitty street gang at the age of 15 and you have 2 choices when you're 23, one's go to jail for life or rat out your friends, here's how you handle that situation appropriately. Yeah, exactly. You disappear. You end up in Venezuela and stay with Ronnie's parents.
The fact that
that's what you do.
Well, ask Ronnie real quick. Does he have room?
Ronnie! Hey!
Is he just taking a shit again?
He's not home.
Oh, he's not home. He's down in Florida.
I forgot. No, he's got a game today. He's in Arizona.
Fucking, what was I going to say? Yeah, so I think we should donate some of that literature then to the prison because these guys clearly need an educational crash course on what the fuck to do when you're gonna rat out everything.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I mean, these kids they don't know what they're getting into, but at the same time there is, so that's the beginning. This isn't a chicken or the egg type scenario. That's the beginning. So they obviously they get roped into shit they can't handle. But where the rubber meets the road is, where do you decide to look like a complete asshole? Like, separate yourself from society so I can see you coming from 200 yards away.
But I don't know.
When do we engage in that decision? That's my question.
The whole look, I really like Gen Z a lot. I think that they're a group of cool kids that have these crazy, like their sense of humor is absolutely nuts. Like I think they're really creative and really like they have a really good like handle on like how to just fuck with people, which I think is great. But everything like all the dyeing your hair sensation, man. I mean, look, you do you, but at this point, like everybody's literally sticking out by but they're sticking out by trying to be unique. Like, as everybody just does the same shit over and over. That's
right.
Everybody at this point, like face tattoos aren't even unique. He's got like 50 of them. It's like like all you're doing is scaring your grandmother.
Right. So now you have 3 choices. You can either be famous, or you can work in the kitchen at a Taco Bell, or you can sign federal papers and get your fucking ass beat inside of a gym.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think
there's 3 options.
Taco Bell is probably the most steady form of employment there.
I mean, that's gainful employment. I'm not gonna shit on them.
Yeah, man. People need Taco Bell because when I show up
But
at the drive-thru at 2 in the morning, I don't care what you look like, man. You're my hero. So keep up the good work.
right,
um,
yeah. I mean, back to save the day. But I think there was some insight on the guys that actually beat him up.
oh, what was that?
There was a video that was released of two guys training to actually
Oh yeah.
execute this. They something about shadow boxing, and they just couldn't wait.
Let's see. I think I know what you're talking about. Let's see if I can pull it up for the.
And as I recall, they're both insanely tattooed as well, so they fit right into that whatever gym they were going to.
Not only
I think it was a
insanely,
gym / tattoo parlor.
not only insanely tattooed, but insanely talented. So let's pull this up here.
And insanely tiny.
Name a rapper that can really
Oh,
do
dude, hold on.
It definitely takes two.
I didn't. First of all, I didn't even see. I didn't even hear the audio to this when I watched it.
Oh goodness. Oh goodness.
The Tweedledee and Tweedle fucking.
Well, no, he said no. He said, let me see somebody else in the rap game do this. I went, okay.
Oh my god.
So somebody else was cerebral palsy.
Yeah, seriously.
That's in the rap. Oh, that's a kick right there, buddy. Back that up. Back that up.
You want to see the kick?
We got to do a play-by-play on this.
Well,
I got to see the kick.
I just want to see it. I've seen better boxing out of Stephen Hawking. Okay, I just want to put that out there.
Right.
Because this shit is horrible. But yeah, look at him throw this combo in there. Right, he's going that left right uppercut.
Oh,
and
man.
he's transitions to the
kicks. That's that ass right there, kid.
He gets that Muay Thai.
That's that ass, kid. Oh god, that's that ass right there.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. This
guy right here.
These don't forget these guys showed up on that.
Look, all right. So bring it back to the top, and let's just hang on. Let's just take, all right.
You really want to dive into this?
Oh my goodness, dude. All right. So I'm not a boxer. I will not tell you I'm a boxer. I have a little martial arts training and a little wrestling training. So I'm familiar with the term that footwork is key. Okay. so through this, what I have noticed is, now please on this next watch, just tell me, okay, does he have cerebral palsy, or does he have severe lower leg cramps? Because it just looks like he pigeon toes at a 45-degree angle and pushes forward. And don't miss the little feign move, the little head bob, bob.
Is it right here in the beginning?
Yep, here comes the head bob.
Yep, there it was.
Here it comes.
There it is. Goodness. There it is.
Oh my goodness.
Look, that's a move, bro. He went.
That's
woo, just like that, man. I can't.
So when we get to the lighter weights, the straw weights, the feather weights, you think of speed and agility, right?
Absolutely.
So what we're seeing here is a guy that stands probably 5 foot, even 5'1", weighing about 95 pounds, soaking wet, and he just got caught by my fat ass's jab.
Look,
is what just happened.
They call him Lightning McQueen, bro. That's
they call him They call him Pinky Toes, is what they call him.
His signature is Kachow. Man, you don't want to catch this guy, man. Takashi got the worst of it. I'm telling you. You can see look at that footwork.
Look at that separation move. Oh my goodness. Takashi got his ass beat just like this. Look, he's coming straight out of the hip pocket. That's what they teach you, boxing 101. Come out of the hip pocket.
Yeah, absolutely. Boxing.
Look, don't hold the frame. Don't hold the frame. Don't have your hands up ever.
Boxing 101. Stand like a fucking rectangle.
Right, and then yeah, you're gonna wanna box your stance and be on your heels the entire time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's day one kind of stuff. But then look, just swinging from the hip pocket every time. Just wop.
I've read the U.S. Army infantry, and it says like literally the first page for combat says, just swing wildly, spray and pray. That that concept
with skills like this, I don't understand. Like who needs weapons with skills like this? Man is a weapon.
He's certified.
And also, can we focus on his training partner for a second?
Oh, you want to go back? Okay.
He's not helping. He's not helping the kid out at all. Number one, the
Well,
the
he missed
sweatpants work better. this the sweatpants work better when they're above your ass cheek.
I just
I
want to
will
know,
tell you that.
was this filmed? Was this filmed like for breast cancer awareness or something? I don't understand the matching pink, but like the training shorts. That's my first
No,
question.
they're just going for it.
They're just
They're
going
just
for it.
going for it.
They're letting it all hang out. That's ridiculous.
And also, if you're gonna hit mitts, it looks like they live in a nice house, nice neighborhood. They're on the water. Spend the $125, get you some mitts, kid, because those are boxing gloves you're hitting.
Spend the
And
$125 and get a trainer. For the love of God,
right.
dude! Oh my
So
God.
have spend. Hey, shit, splurge. Spend $500 on somebody that can teach you actually how to do this.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
But this, dude, this is, and look, as he moves forward, his feet remain in like exactly where he started.
This is my absolute favorite angle of it, because I feel like when you're looking over the shoulder, you can just see how bad the training perspective is. Like, he's not moving, he's getting in close, he's gonna go in there for the tie up or some shit like that, and it just looks so bad from that angle.
Right, which you, and then he hits him with the kick. He separates and hits him with the kick, and I'm like, oh God, God.
Yeah. Also, interesting that so he's clearly training MMA here, right? Because it's definitely not boxing. If you could throw kicks in there.
Oh my God, I would pay everything I'm worth to put this kid in the ring with just a low level MMA, not even UFC. No. This will be a low level person.
Okay, this is official right now. This will be our Logan Paul moment. Okay, instead of fighting a famous boxer, just give us $1,000.
I'm calling him out.
Exactly.
I'm calling him out right now.
Oh my God.
I'll fight him with my left hand. Only my left hand.
The Pink Panthers. Let's go. Versus sticking around.
Only my left hand. That's it,
bro. Put that out on the streets. I want everybody to see that.
Hey, we don't even need gloves, kid. Obviously, y'all don't know which gloves do what anyway. So, and the gloves are just protecting your hands. Don't worry, they won't get much damage done to them.
Just want to reset. So just say hi to all of our new viewers. If you guys want to talk about anything, let us know. Drop it in the chat. We will riff off of any topic. We have some segments set up as always. We're here till at least 6:30. Just let us know if you want to talk about something. Go off of it, bro. But yeah, those two clowns.
Yeah, hit us up. Hit us up. Those two clowns. Look, studs are clowns. Because guess what? That I would drown myself in a bathtub if I called that guy out and he actually dropped me. I would literally I would say goodnight to the cruel world and just duck my head underwater in my great garden tub that I have.
And throw a toaster.
Not a hot tub. Yeah, no, I'll have a loaded gun and a toaster in case it doesn't work or I chicken out.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, no, that I would be willing to bet money that, and look, dude, I'm fat, I'm old, I got a gray beard here. Like, I would be willing to bet that I could stand flat on my feet and let him punch me 10 times as hard as he wants, and he couldn't drop me.
Yeah, you're probably right. Well, you got a good solid core, bro. You know, you don't even have to go to a horse stance. You just kind of, get a little nice little, staggered stance. You'll be fine, man. I believe in you.
No, I said flat-footed. I'm saying it straight up and down. Look, he
did it just like him.
He just can't. He can't figure it out. I mean, maybe if he figured the feet out, maybe on shot 10 I wobble. But with that type of footwork, man, he's gonna need a better feint move because I get to return one and I'm dropping that kid.
That kid needs help, bro. He really does. He needs help that
he does.
We're not qualified to provide. Oh, jeez.
He needs a father on the scene, and the father needs to come jerk the smartphone away from whoever was filming that and say, "Get your ass in the house. I'm gonna teach you something. Like, we're gonna teach you actually how to do things because no one has ever spent time with." He's a Bud Light kid. That's that's all I can say.
Yeah.
His mother watched him smoke cigarettes when he was 12 while his aunts were playing poker in the background.
Unfortunately, he should have been a Miller Lite kid. Then he'd at least be able to afford his trainer.
And if he was a Coors Light kid, then we wouldn't be having this conversation.
It wouldn't even be there.
It would just be a guy that's pretty good at shadow boxing and chugging beer.
Takashi wouldn't even know, bro. They wouldn't even have him on video. He would be like a ninja.
But I mean, poor Takashi, those kids got a hold of him good, and I'm saying, just judging on the minor bruising and one cut that I saw in that photo, they probably hit him at least 2,000 times.
At least.
At least. This went on all day. They had to take lunch breaks. They
Yeah.
they had to go outside and smoke a cigarette and come back. They just kept hitting him, and for whatever reason, he stood there and took it.
And all of the bystanders there too, they're just like, oh well, clearly nobody's in danger right now. They thought it was just part of their training routine, probably.
Yeah, and then you had the one innocent bystander just standing there like, if I had $1 for every tattoo on these 3 individuals, I wouldn't have to come to such a shitty gym.
Legit, like, I mean, he's like, Takashi's got money, bro. I mean, at least. I was funny. I remember reading in one of the stories too. He got robbed. There was $750,000 of custom jewelry on him, and he had $35,000 or $36,000 in cash. Just on him. And I'm like, that's first of all, that's definitely like that's just a gangster thing. Like nobody actually walks around with 35. That like Bill Gates, fucking.
Hey, no, once again, yet another responsible action from Tekashi 6ix9ine.
We should just make it a recurring segment. Tekashi approves. When he knows responsible.
This week in Tekashi. Right.
We'll just get like a little.
This young man is it's Tekashi's PSA of the week. Tekashi says, "Kids, don't smoke cigarettes, or you'll look like me."
Don't get in a fight with a tattoo artist.
Right. That is what happened. What a piece of shit. Like, oh my God. Like, okay, so now going back to our last segment last week, is there any amount of money to where we could get MGK, Mod's son, Tyga, and Tekashi 6ix9ine in a ring, winner take all, the other 3 die. But then what they don't know is whoever emerges victorious, we immediately shoot in the forehead.
So what we tell them to get them all in there, be like, guaranteed #1 song, because none of these guys have ever had that,
right? No, I think the closest out of any of them will be Tyga, because Rack Rack City Bitch was pretty tight. He's one and done for me.
You'd be upset, but I probably would think MGK would be further up to the top.
Fuck MGK! Don't get me started on MGK again, please.
We're not going there.
We just don't have the time. If I look, it's on me because I named him, but now I'm just mad again.
Yeah, you stay mad, bro. We get to this podcast, and be like, oh, we're gonna have such a great time. We're gonna laugh and hang out. Josh just gets mad every time we bring up the celebrities.
I'm like, fucking MGK. Every time.
Every time.
Like, okay. And if we go back to rap feuds, look, this is a real thing that's going on with Tekashi. We at least have to give him a little street cred. At least he was rolling in and out with some bad enough dudes to where he's facing life in jail, and now he's getting rolled, and they're actually on his ass. Like, we can give him a little bit of street cred, okay? But that's all he's getting from me. Music cred, nah.
Well, he's definitely got the street cred, yeah. But I have to be able to understand what you're saying to hear. I think he's a mumble. I don't know. I've literally never heard his music.
No, he's one of like one of those where he literally says nothing the entire time and auto tunes the fuck out of it. So he blends in with the shitty beats behind him.
We need to cut that. Dude, I think you just had a great audition tape, bro. We need to cut that. Get 50 Cent on the line.
I do. Oh shit. 50! 50!
You, Fitty, and Ronnie.
Hit me up, kid. Hit me up. Hey, listen, we're done with minor league profiles. I'm going after Fitty.
It'll just be up and coming hip hop profiles for now. We're trying to get that money, man.
Yeah.
Trying to get that bag.
Anyway, in the future, we will try and restrict. We'll never mention 50 Cent in the same conversation with any of these jokers. So, Fitty, our apologies. Listen, I'll talk to you Monday, okay, buddy?
Unless he drops
Try not to get shot.
Unless he drops a boxing video and looks like those other two. In which case. Absolutely, it will be.
Dude, you could take both of those guys, 8 of their cousins, any male presence that's in their family, up to a total of 20, and 50 Cent could kill all of them with his hands within 5 minutes.
Oh god, now we're just going back to the prize fights. I'll tell you what, bro.
It's
There's something else I do want to talk about though. So we do have a new segment,
all
and
right.
right before the show, I got a new sounder for it. And so we've just been
Oh
talking.
shit.
We've been talking about these dicks all day long. So look, we've been talking about dicks for the last few episodes, obviously. Dickheads of all kinds, dick bags, uh, dickheads. I don't know. Have I repeated words at this point? Just
What else is there?
I don't know. There's really not a lot of terms, that kind of fit together, but whatever. So, but we wanted to put together a Hall of Fame, starting from here going forward, for all of these dicks.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
for our first entry, we have an interesting one, but let's hit that sounder first. It's a little award music. Just imagine yourself, you just won an Oscar.
Yes.
Absolutely. So, for our first entry into the Diggs Hall of Fame, it's actually going to be Burt Ward. So this ties into what we talked about
Burt
last
Ward.
week. This ties into what we talked about last week.
Okay.
We had a big, you guys got to go back and watch last week's episode. We had a big debate about Batman. We talked about Adam West, of course, because you had to have him in the conversation. One of the points that I made on stream before I ever saw this was that literally the biggest moral quandary they've ever had was trying to fit their dicks in their pants because they wore those, those tights, whatever you want to call them, during that 60s TV show.
And listen, yeah, 60s dicks were bigger than dicks now. That's all I can surmise. Is like guys were just walking around just hogging it. That's why nobody could get away with skinny jeans in the 60s. They weren't a thing because the hogs just weren't having it.
Yeah,
that's why they had to give themselves a little. Dude, you got to tuck the balls one way and pipe it the other way.
Absolutely, dude. So for our first entry into the Hall of Fame, now obviously this guy is not a dick in the metaphorical sense, but he is definitely packing some schmeat. If they had to,
oh no, he's
definitely
he's in the Dick Hall of Fame, 100%.
100%. And just to make that clear for everybody involved, the Dick Hall of Fame will include both assholes and people with monster schlong. In case you were wondering. But for our first entry here, this gentleman, they literally had to give him pills to shrink his dick to fit it inside of his pants. I've never heard that in my entire life, ever once. I had it like I've heard of actually like breast reduction because some women obviously like their breasts are so large and like in proportion to their body that it literally hurts their back. Like they get chronic back pain from it. So that makes sense. I've never heard anybody be like, "My dick is too big, doc." All those ads that I see on Pornhub, I mean on the internet, they're all about making it bigger, not smaller. So I don't know what that's about. I've never seen this happen. This guy must have been. I mean, dude. How long? Are we gonna conjecture here? Does it say in the article? Like, do we know how long?
All I can think. So the scales were different. Like I said, 60s dicks were way bigger. So we're rocking with the modern times now. We do what we do. Skinny jeans help, but this guy right now, I'm just estimating because I'm not seeing him pipe it, dude. That thing's like taped halfway up his back right now.
Oh god, who was that basketball player? Oh god, I can't remember.
That's why they wore capes, because they had to tape them all the way up their backs.
They had to wrap it around underneath. Oh my god!
Yeah, they tie it in a knot and then tape it to their back.
Jesus Christ. So I think he's a great inaugural entry into the Dick Hall of Fame.
But do you think he actually did the theme song, like whenever he met a new nice young lady and actually like he would dim the lights and then put a little strobe on and go na 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 na, what's up, bitch, and then just bah, and then
holy meat, Batman. I don't know. Holy right. Pepperoni, Batman.
Holy speedo meat, Batman.
He turns the lights down low, puts a little Motown on. You and me, we're getting in the mood, baby.
Oh, and it's up to that moment. It's just like the sweetest moment you've ever seen. Like he lights a candle and he's whispering sweet nothings, and then just out of nowhere you just hear, thunk. and and then he's trying to pick it up with both hands. It's like, I don't know exactly what happens next, but it's gonna be fun.
Bro, I feel like with that specifically, like I feel like you need to, like a prenup, like you need to have a sexual prenup. Like you need to be like,
Right,
you will have to go to the hospital after this, and I will not be paying for it.
right. You will never be the same after this.
For
Ever.
real. For real. I mean, it's crazy.
Like, I don't put or dude, you know how there's all the little gimmicks where where you're on the first date and you're trying to find your in, and then you do the stretch and the arm over.
It's just
and
his dick.
This it's just his dick. He just throws his dick over.
Oh my god, dude, that would be so fucking
He's
funny.
like, and then she feels the weight of it. It's like kind of scoots in and then looks over and both of his hands are in his lap.
He's
like,
like,
oh fuck.
He's like, if you were a pirate, would you like a parrot on this shoulder and it just helicopters or that shoulder? he goes out.
And she's like, is there some sort of waiver I need to sign before we finish watching this movie?
Absolutely, I always keep one on me. Here you go. Every time
Here
he
you go.
get,
Yep.
he,
Yep,
he,
no red ink, please. No red ink.
he went on vacation to a dude ranch, and he for some reason he never needed a lasso. He would just pull it out of the saddle and be ready to go. Jesus Christ. So Burt Ward,
Dude.
hats off, salute from me, sir. Fantastic job. Tip of the hat.
And you get the tip of the hat from Josh. That's welcome to the Hall of Fame, buddy. We'll be in contact soon.
Oh my god. This shit's wild, dude.
And for all the viewers right now, look, with this podcast, we're just dicking around. It's not all about dicks, but look, sometimes it's going to be about dicks. I'm not going to lie to you.
It will be. Yeah. I mean, it's part of the theme. But we are just dicking around. We'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. Drop something in the chat if you want, and we'll talk about it. Even if we haven't heard about it, we'll just be like, "What the fuck is that? I haven't heard about it. Here's what I think it is."
Yeah, guys, hit us up in the chat. We see you watching. We appreciate you watching. Show us some love. We'll show you some love back. Love the views, guys. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, y'all. Thanks for stopping by. But in the meantime, so I just want to go off on a tangent from here because something happened to me on Monday that I want to discuss, and it another name. Oh, here's your great segment. Here's your great segue, right? So another nickname, perhaps you could say, for the human penile gland. Well, could be, you might refer to it as a pickle, right? So Monday, I'm at work. Let's just say I work for a major transportation company. In the cafeteria.
Not go any further.
Yeah, in the cafeteria, we have like a sub / sandwich / wrap station, right? So they always give you a pickle, with one of these. Well, they don't always. You can actually select you want to get a pickle with it. So my friend gets a pickle. We go eat whatever. He eats his sandwich. We're sitting there talking, having lunch, whatever. He eats his sandwich. He's got a pickle left over, like from his thing. So I was like, well, I looked over, happened to notice that I'm hungry because I brought my chicken and rice from home and I didn't eat all of it. So I'm like, huh. And I love pickles. Pickles are fucking delicious, especially with a sandwich, dude. Like,
love pickles too.
And I know Firehouse subs. You've eaten there, right? I'm assuming everybody has.
Of course.
They always give you a pickle with their subs, so really appreciative of that.
Well, they're supposed to. Sometimes when you DoorDash them, they forget it, and then you have to get vigilant in the comments.
I don't have that, dude. See, I don't really get bad DoorDash experiences. People complain about them all the time.
Dude, you brought this up. You fucking like pickles?
Yeah, I love pickles.
Dude, can I go grab something? Because Monica and I have begun pickling.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, go grab some pickles. I'll keep telling the story about it.
Dude, let me go grab it. I'll be right back.
All right, that's no problem. Actually, I'll segue for a second, and I'll just bring it back to the top. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Thanks for checking us out. Anything you want to talk about it, let us know. But I guess real fast. Actually, well, I'll just tell you what I had for lunch. Fuck it. So I did it. So I've been trying to cut weight. I get married on September 16th of this. Trying to cut my weight down. So I got this chicken. Fucking love this chicken from Costco, dude. It's the Tyson like lemon pepper chicken, and for some reason they don't always have it like all the time. I don't fucking understand why. So, but anyway, so I've just filled up my freezer with these. Every time I go to Costco, I buy a bag. I don't care. I don't, it's difficult to eat. It's like 50 fucking chicken strips in a bag, right? And throw that shit in with some rice. I put some quesarito cheese from the farmer's market. That's got a bunch of Hispanic food in there. Fucking love that shit. They had like the right, special quesadilla, like cheese that they make specifically for it. Put that shit in there. Put some salsa verde in there. Mix it all together. It's a great fucking lunch. Um, so that's what I was eating, man. I'll tell you. Oh, gotta love the cut. So, woo. It looks like that. Literally looks like lemons or some shit in pickles. Put your headphones on, bro. Your headphones on, you moron. You're just gonna come back and hold that shit up. Oh God. Sorry.
Yeah, dude. So you see this shit?
Yeah, I see it. What is that?
Dude. So these are pickled eggs.
Oh, you're so weird about that, dude.
Dude, I fucking love pickled eggs, man.
I know you do, bro. It's weird.
And let me tell you, these things right here, they were pretty easy to make. They got a little sweet tinge to them. We put a little sugar in there and a little cinnamon as well. They've been seasoning. Monica gets mad because we made them and I haven't eaten them. But look, if you've ever pickled an egg, you know it's going to be at least 2 weeks before the yolk is saturated. So this is actually the 2-week anniversary. So later I will be digging into these. We did try one a couple days ago, 3 or 4 days ago. Fantastic, man. And the red is from we boiled the vinegar with beets.
I was gonna say it looks like that.
Yeah, so now I also have pickled beets in here, which are they might be, well, they're definitely in my top 5 of pickled items.
Yeah, I love pickled beets.
But oh my goodness, dude.
Got that from my dad. Yeah. My dad loves them too. He turned me on to them. I don't think I've ever had a pickled egg. I gotta be honest with you. It just doesn't sound good.
So you're fucking up.
Well, constantly.
That's all I'll say. You're fucking up hard.
I need some floating text right here that just says
if you like
fucking up.
do right. And that is
the
chop, the first official chop.
Yeah, I deserve that, probably.
Yeah, you did. There will be no contention on that one. Hey, do me a favor. We've had a lot of live viewers. We haven't had any comments. Will you check the settings on that and make sure we're all set? Because I know at one point we had people locked out.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. It should be fine, but yeah, I'll check about it. But as I'm checking it, I'll keep telling you. So anyway, so this guy, right? So I go to. This is what when it comes to the pickle. This
Round
is what really.
2.
Oh Jesus Christ! The reverb in that just sounded horrible. That's not going on Apple yes. Podcasts. That's getting edited out.
Yes.
That's a chop for you. Fuck it. I'm giving you one.
God damn it, no. So you can't come back. That's a chop to you because you can't come back at me with another fucking chop.
You can't.
Right after I chopped you.
Yes, I can.
It's a legitimate chop.
It's unrelated.
You got butt hurt. And then, look, you were just waiting. You were waiting on something. Oh, you come in preloaded all the fucking time. You're a fucking dick.
I could have given you that preloaded chop, but I decided not to because you know what I'm wearing this time.
Because that makes you look like a fucking dickhead.
No, that's your thing, bro. No, we should be good on the chat.
I know you're on my side.
If we had a poll right now, I would be voting for you. But no, dog. What was I saying? No, so okay, so we go. This guy he has his pickle, and I'm like, oh hey, so I'm just curious. You're not gonna eat your pickle? Like I'll eat it if you're not gonna eat it. And he goes, no, I saved the pickle for last. I'm like, what fucking kind of psycho serial killer are you?
I was about to say, dude, sociopath. This guy has like bodies in his vents and shit.
Thank you for agreeing with me on that. Thank you for agreeing with me.
100%.
That shit is not. Why do you not eat the pickle? You could even put it in the sandwich. That could be appropriate. Why the fuck would you save it? He goes, it's a palate cleanser. I'm like,
No,
what do you?
it's not.
Even if that's true, which I agree, I don't think it
No,
is.
it's not though.
Yeah,
It's not. Like a nice unflavored sorbet is a palate cleanser. And if you're not if you're not at a white linen restaurant, then maybe a sip of water.
right.
That's a palate cleanser. Fucking dill pickle is one of the sharpest flavor profiles there is.
Well, and not only that, but like, so whenever you do like a taste test, right? They always give you the saltine crackers, except just the right without salt, right? So like that's a palate
Right.
cleanser. Like that's literally what a palate cleanser is. It brings you neutral.
Yes. Just any type of like wafer cracker sorbet unflavored that's going to absorb all of those like flavor molecules off your tongue.
Right.
That cleanses your palate.
Exactly.
A dill pickle does the exact opposite. It stages you for if the next thing you like, if you eat a dill pickle and then you take a sip of soda that's extremely flavored, then it's going to be the sweetest thing you've ever tasted in your life.
100%.
Which it can be a fun ride. It can be a fun ride, but that's why if you're not Jeffrey Dahmer, that's why when look, I'll reference one of my favorite shows of all time, and it's My Name Is Earl. I don't know if you're a fan of the show.
I never saw it,
but
I did hear good things about it.
First of all, Jason Lee is my hero. Jason Lee does what he wants when he wants, and he's also, he's a professional skateboarder that turned into an actor and made enough money to do what he wants. So now he does what he wants. But in the show, I think he gets married like 4 different times to women he doesn't know, just accidentally or for the wrong reasons. And one time, his biggest hang up is he's got a plate with a sandwich and chips and a pickle, and he's got it exactly timed out to where I take a bite of sandwich, I get a crunch from the chip, and I get a little dill pickle with it. And then like he's got this, but then his new wife steals like 3 of the chips, and he's like, "You messed up my whole sandwich rotation. I don't know if we like."
That's hilarious.
But that's how I enjoy a nice pickle. And look, it doesn't have to be a dill pickle. Just a good pickle. It can be bread and butter. It can be sweet pickle. It can be a hot pickle, whatever it is, or even like hot pepperoncinis, hot peppers. Just look, you get a bite of the sandwich, and then once you're through, you treat yourself. You just say, "All right, crunch," and then you're like, "Oh my god, that bite of sandwich was worth it because I got a pickle."
Do me a quick favor, Josh. Just turn your gain down just a tad on your mic. But yeah, I totally agree. I like to eat them first. That's just me. Shit, I'll even throw it with the chips, dude. Throwing chips on a sandwich can be a game changer, especially if you're doing a homemade sandwich. You get that nice, your Wonder style white bread.
Yeah, no, yeah. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
It can be a game changer. But eating your pickle last,
Bilbo, like we're gonna have to find shit to argue over because I'm like we're on the same page here. Because let me tell you a little story about when I was in private school.
Wait,
when I was in private school,
how did I not know that about you?
Up until middle school, and there was this kid that you would think he was homeschooled just by the way he acts.
Okay.
But just strange guy. My friends and I, we would always call each other. This is back before cell phones. Like if you want to call me, you got to know where I am or leave a message with my parents or whoever answers the phone.
Right, exactly.
And he was always the guy where his parents would always make the decision before consulting him. So
yeah, I know exactly what that's like.
And I would say I'm not going to say his name, but we'll call him Kevin at this point. Okay.
all the male
that's my favorite name.
Yeah.
Right. That's my favorite name. So anyway, I would call and say, "Hey, can I talk to Kevin?" And they'd be like, "Kevin's doing his homework, and after homework, he's going to have dinner and then do the dishes, and then it's going to be after 8:00, so he won't be able to take your call." And I was like, "Oh, thank you, Miss Kevin. I appreciate the heads up on the next 3 hours of his life."
Yeah. What the fuck?
Anyway, so that's this kid, But this kid, the one thing that he did right was fucking lunch. And
He fucked his
and
lunch.
look, this kid, he always brought a bag lunch because I guess his parents were cheap or whatever. And this is a small private school, but at the same time, on Tuesdays we got, let's see, Tuesdays we got Burger King, Wednesdays we got Pizza Hut,
What the fuck?
and Thursdays we got Taco
No,
Bell.
no, 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 no. Stop right
It
now.
was a fast food frenzy.
My fucking elementary school experience was the fucking rubber hot dogs that would bounce off the table, the shitty mac and
Yeah,
cheese
no,
that
no,
Kraft, rejected it for the quality inspection,
no.
and
Oh
the,
no,
the
we didn't. We
shittiest
didn't.
food
We didn't do that
possible.
over at. We didn't do that over at Gaston Christian
How,
Elementary.
how come you never told me you came from money like that, bro? What the fuck?
Well, you never ask.
Well, that's true.
But
I should
my,
I should have asked
look,
a
my
super
dad's no
specific question.
Takashi 6ix9ine, right?
I should have asked a super
But
specific question.
I guarantee you, he could whip the fuck out of Takashi 6ix9ine any night. Let's move forward. This kid got it right because he brought the same bag lunch every day, and I remember watching him for like the lunch swap is real. Some kids
Oh
get
yeah.
the takeout, some kids don't get
Oh
the
yeah.
takeout. And look, I wasn't, and I still am not real big on fast food. So, my parents would pay the extra so I could get it and I could order off the menu and get what I wanted. But sometimes I get tired of it. And I remember watching this kid like meticulously pull out of a brown paper bag a ham sandwich just on basic white bread with a Kraft single and not even the good ham. It was like the shitty pressed ham.
Right.
And then I watched him take it apart. Like he puts it on top of the baggie, and then he takes the top off, and then he takes his bag of Doritos and opens them and scrapes the Doritos on the mayonnaise and puts them under the ham. I'm like,
What the
wow,
fuck?
that's interesting.
This guy like a Michelangelo of sandwich crafting.
Yeah, dude, this kid. If look, I'm not gonna say Kevin's real name, but if you're out there, look,
He knows who he is.
Bro.
I'll tell you.
So
Did I ever tell you?
look,
did I ever tell you I worked at Subway?
one day, hang on, I'm not done. That's a chop.
All right, keep going. Your story's too long. That's a chop.
Anyway, see you with the fucking chop backs. I'm done. Chop.
I know. I literally made it a rule. Like we can't chop back instantly. And here I am.
And then you're chopping back the whole fucking time. God damn it! You are a vindictive Philbo today. Look. Anyway, I'll speed it up. So anyway, I was intrigued, and then one day we got Pizza Hut. I think it was Wednesday. We got Pizza Hut, and I had one of the deep dish personal pan pizzas, and I was like, "Hey man, you want to swap?" And he's like, "I'm not allowed to have it." I was like, "Dude, I won't tell God or your parents. Take my pizza." And so he slides it over to me, and I was like, "This isn't right." And I said, "Look, you can have my pizza, but I want you to prepare that sandwich just like." I was like, "I want you to hook it up." Yeah, however my 10-year-old self would put it. I don't even remember. That's a lot of tequila and cigarettes ago. But to paraphrase, I said, "Hook it up just like you do it, and then hand it to me." I'm gonna tell you, that's the best sandwich to that point I'd ever had in my life. Like,
Really?
and granted, this is before Jersey Mike's came to town,
Right.
but because Jersey Mike's makes a phenomenal sandwich, but he handed it to me. I don't know if it was because I made him make it for me. Maybe that added to the value, but that dude just pressed ham, Doritos swiped across mayonnaise, a Kraft single, and shitty white bread. That was the best sandwich I traded dozens of times. I was like, "Hey, you want some Taco Bell?" Hey.
That poor kid, man. First of all, I'm glad you brought some light into his crazy ass life. Number one. Number two.
Dude, listen, that Gaston Christian Academy, those kids needed me. I will tell you that.
They needed a little hot
They
tub
needed
Josh
me
in their
hard. They did.
That's
And
funny.
I'm telling you, like, I've kept up with a couple of them. They're good people, but it was a small environment, and I feel like that's the worst thing to do to kids is keep them in a limited environment.
Yeah.
And actually like limit their exposure to other things, because eventually you're going to run into me, and eventually you're going to run into Philbo.
Yeah, there's way worse out there than Josh and Phil though. And you're gonna run into that
But
too.
yeah, I mean, yeah, we're bottom of the barrel as far as I guess edgy shit goes. But you know, we've gotten wild a time or two,
True.
and
We've got our
we
tails.
we would we wouldn't shy away from a throwdown, is what I'm getting at. Like these Gen Zers have no idea, especially I can't imagine a Gen Z child that is in private school that they're already just stuck on everything social. That's all they do.
Yeah.
They you know they're already stuck on that, but then they're also put in this other little bubble. I think homeschool is a better option than that now.
Yeah. I mean, you might be right.
Because the whole time I was in private school, they were telling us how much like further ahead of the public school kids we were. And then I remember I showed up to 6th grade. I went to Craverton Middle School, shout out. And I showed up, and my first class was math, and I was going in there. You know, I was pulling the Napoleon. I was just trotting in like, oh, let me school these poor kids. And then I went in, and which my family didn't have a lot of money, by the way. I'll chop myself on that for not correcting you earlier. I don't come from money at all.
Chop yourself on that. I was
I'm allowed
poor.
to do that.
Fuck me.
I was poor, but I hung out with kids that their parents had money,
Yeah.
and I could walk to their houses.
Yeah.
But no, I walked in there, dude. I will tell you, I didn't know the first, and they were recapping from 5th grade, and they were recapping. They were like, okay, so first thing, mean, median, and mode. I was like, fucking what? The Keebler elves? What is this? Like, I didn't learn that last year. And they were like, oh, well, we may have to look into remedial classes. And then they had to do an IQ test on me because I was so far behind just as far as a curriculum goes.
Wow.
That and then we found out I'm a genius. So it all worked out.
Turns out I have 173 IQ.
I'm not gonna drop my number, but it rhymes with 140 schmate.
It rhymes with Sensa.
It rhymes. Yeah, I could join a group called Schmensa. But yeah, no interest in that. I wanted to give that shout out. If your kids are out there and they're in private school, take them out, save the money, put them in public school, let them get their ass beat by a poor kid. They'll get over it. And look, they'll learn more from the interactions and the actual, you know, just the day-to-day with other human beings than they will if you put them in a little bubble. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Dude, I can tell you right now, like I got my business degree. I went through all school, all that bullshit. The biggest, I want to say the only, but the biggest skills that I use on a daily basis, communication. Like communication and
yeah, communication and personal skills, just
exactly.
basic day-to-day shit.
You don't need to go to private school for that. In fact, it will screw that up.
No, and no, I'm saying private school would fuck that up.
Exactly.
Because then because then it wouldn't be your natural go-to to actually interact with people that way. To actually, I will tell you one of the biggest things I got from switching to public school is you see everything, whereas private school, you're in there. The kids, like everybody's parents, have enough money to have them in that school, so you're going to be in an already limited zone, but it's even more like, you know, you're dealing with middle class and upper middle class, and then you go to public school and you're like, shit, people actually live this way. Like, I remember, like, one of the first friends that I made, we'll call him Kevin.
I see a recurring theme here.
Not the same Kevin.
Kevin too.
But I remember, like, we were balling out in gym, like we were having fun playing basketball, and you know, this is back in the hey, call me after school kind of thing. And I remember we would cut up and do whatever at school, and then it came down to he invited me to his house. I was like, okay. And then my mom went to drop me off at the house, and I was like, this isn't a house, Mom. Like, what is this? And she was like, no, this is a trailer. I was like, are you gonna stay?
Can you hold my hand?
And she was like, no, I think you'll be okay. Like, as his aunt's out on the front smoking a Pall Mall, drinking a
Right.
Mickey's Ice.
No.
I'm like,
You're like, Mom, do they drink Bud Light here?
yeah. I was
She's
like,
like, yep.
is this is this actually a Bud Light household?
You're like, sorry,
But
kid.
I
I'll
remember
give you
that,
some Miller High Life to show him a good time.
and then so that relationship actually ended very poorly, because of my parents. Shout out, hey, um, my parents suck. I'll throw that out, and I look, y'all y'all do whatever you want with it, but and I'm not gonna sit here and bitch and moan about things they did to me and this and that, but at the same time, when I'm told that I can't hang out with somebody anymore because of a situation like that, because their parents don't make much money or their housing situation, um, they actually made me think at the time that that was acceptable.
Right, exactly.
And then as I grew up, I don't I don't resent my parents for most of the mainstream reasons. I don't see a therapist, and I don't plan
You
to.
should hold on before you go any
But
further. Lean back on your couch a little bit. Let me get out a piece of paper. Let me get something for you. I need to start taking some notes. That's his therapy right there.
I feel better. Ah. But no, like not to go off on too big of a tangent on that. I just feel like public school really opened my eyes to the way other people live, because my rate, I didn't live in a mansion. I lived in a small house. I lived in a decent neighborhood. My bike was stolen. I was beat up by neighborhood kids. I then got bigger and beat up some of the neighborhood kids. It's life to me. But I feel like if I was being sheltered further, if I didn't actually go to middle school and high school, I don't think I would have all the resources I have as far as like communication and personal skills that I have today, which are kind of shitty. And and
All this
if
to
you get
say, all that just to say, I don't know how to talk to people. I'm sorry.
I suck. That's look, I just suck as a human being. But
Maybe we shouldn't have made a
P-
podcast together.
PSA. This is going to be the third actual PSA from Dickin Round. Josh and Philbo want you to know that no matter what school you go to, no matter how your parents treat you, you're going to suck. So just get used to it.
Yeah, absolutely. They're gonna suck. You're gonna be fucked up in some specific way that most other people aren't. You're gonna be fine.
Well, you think that, like your parents, your mom, your aunt, a friend at school, a teacher, somebody told you you're special at some point, took a genuine interest in you. That's all horseshit. Throw that out the window. Nobody else gives a fuck. They don't care what your name is. They don't care. They don't care what you do for a living. They don't care how much money you have. All they care about is you're standing directly in between them and the checkout counter at CVS. That's it.
It's that kind of uplifting message that we really like to spread throughout all of our
Bong, bong, bong.
Oh man.
Anyway,
What were we
sorry,
talking about?
dude. I tangented really hard, and I'm really sorry.
I think I was still. You're good, man. No, we were talking about sandwiches and shit. I think we were still talking about. But first of all, yeah. So okay, well, so let me ask you this: when it comes to that kid's sandwich, is that still the best? Like, is it like nostalgic? Because I don't know what I'm trying to say. Let me slow down. Part of the thing is when you're a kid, you don't understand quality. Like you just don't. You have zero reference. For instance, when I was growing up, my parents bought some like really low quality deli meat for my sandwiches at school. I couldn't tell the difference. I thought that shit tasted great. It wasn't like low quality, okay? It wasn't like
right.
Oscar
Right.
Mayer's fucking salami or whatever the fuck that horrible shit.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like fantastic quality either, right? It was pretty mid, as the kids say. But when I got older,
Right.
now that I'm on my own, I fucking buy the Boar's Head shit, like in the bags exclusively.
Fuck yeah! Shout out Boar's Head, banging ass sandwiches, kid.
Seriously, that shit is good, and I can make that shit. I buy the fucking if I'm buying sliced bread, I generally buy the Dave's Killer bread, because I just like it. It's pretty good. Oh God, excuse me.
Yeah, that's that's Monica's bread of choice.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Like just as far as like sliced sandwich bread goes, I think it's pretty good. And yeah, with that Boar's Head shit, it's a fancy. You can't go wrong, dude. But like looking
Dude.
back on it, I was like, oh, I had so many good sandwiches. I know, right? I'm getting hungry. That Andy's like, yeah, we're getting pizza tonight. I'm like, fuck yeah, we're getting pizza tonight. I'm so excited for that. Um,
Fuck yeah! What
yeah.
kind of pizza you getting?
I don't know, man. I gotta look. We're either getting mellow mod, which I don't know if you know what mod is. It's like kind of like a make your own pizza.
Mod son?
No, not that. Well, I don't know. I'm sure he's made his fair share of pizzas in his life, though.
Mod son has. I will go on record as saying Mod son has never made his own pizza ever.
Well, no, not made his own pizza, but when he was working at Pizza Hut, because that's when he's working at Pizza Hut again when he's 70 because he doesn't know how to fucking manage his money, he'll be doing that
Right?
shit.
Maybe Little Caesars. I'll give you Little Caesars. Like, is that a piece of sausage or a cockroach? I can't tell.
Why? Okay, Little Caesars is like the best shitty pizza though. Like it's really bad, but it's like the best of the bad shit. You know
So
what I
let
mean?
me let me just give you an insight on that. I've never worked for the company. I don't know if the viewers know, but I am in the food service industry. I have never and will never work for that company because I have hired an extensive amount of people, and anyone that's ever worked there had the worst things to say about their actual standards and cleanliness. So once
Yeah.
again, shout out Little Caesars. Um, but it just seems like there's because a lot of them are franchised and a lot of them like the cleanliness standards are set by the owners and the
Right.
managers and not at a corporate level, and they don't do what a lot of the 5-star chains do and have third parties come in behind you and actually grade you. They just, by the way, here's another thing: the health inspection means nothing. If you have a good general manager
Yeah.
and you have a person that actually switched from from private school to public school in 6th grade, they can dance around a health inspection. And what that being said, never ever ever eat at a restaurant with the health score lower than 90 ever. That means literally somebody was shit like bare ass farting on the food in front of the health inspector. Never do that.
I've already broken that rule because I know that too, and I've been like, yeah, I'm still gonna eat this shit because fucking I'm hungry. But you're 100% right.
I've only I've only been a part of one restaurant that's ever gotten a poor health quality or a health score, and they're closed down now. So shout out Applebee's in Gastonia.
I thought you were gonna
We
say was I thought it was one of the ones we worked at together.
Oh no. The quality of that company was actually fairly high, not the highest. And I will give a
Right.
shout out because I did work for Chipotle. Chipotle has the highest standard, so
And it's
go,
delicious.
yeah, and it's great. And I promise you, the number one concern of that entire company is food safety. So you can always be rest assured. I mean, I've seen 3 managers out of a total of 4 managers be fired because they didn't cross their T's and dot their I's on their daily forms. So the most important thing at Chipotle. Shout out Chipotle, love you guys. It's look quality food and it's safe, but not every restaurant is built the same and not every chain is built the same. These guys, so Applebee's, look, the franchises, there's a reason why they closed all the franchises I worked for. Is because there was literally no standard. We got a 76 on the health score.
Whew. Jesus Christ. You guys were just like putting your fucking arms into the sauce and stirring that shit around.
And you say you guys, I was not a manager. I was the head bartender, and I'm happy to say we missed 0 points behind the bar. So
It wasn't you.
not to throw the blame, but dude, you got to clean.
Yeah,
Like
seriously.
when within a span of 3 days, when a good friend of mine, shout out Mark if you're listening, when he kills a raccoon and 2 rats with a hammer out back while fighting off a horde of cockroaches from the grease trap. That's in a span of 72 hours. You might want to look into your cleanliness standards. That's all I'll say about that.
Jesus Christ, bro. I don't think I ever worked at a I mean, I worked at my fair share of restaurants. I don't think I ever worked at a place that was that bad. And
No, and you always like the grass is always greener and the dirt is always muddier, but I'm telling you that there's clear polar opposites. Like Chipotle is up here,
Oh yeah.
and once again with the Ben Affleck as Batman, Applebee's is down here under my balls somewhere.
Yeah. Well, apparently they were all taking out their balls and rubbing them all over the food. So.
Well, and that's one. I will say, being in the food service industry, that's one thing that I've never actually witnessed, and that's one thing that I'll never condone, and I'll never be a party to or a part of, because you know
Oh.
when you get in the food industry, you take this kind of weird thing that I explain to people all the time. You may not know you're doing it, but you're actually like you signed an unwritten contract saying, I'm going to give you safe food. Like you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm going to give you food that's not only delicious and high quality, but it's safe for you to eat, and I'm not going to mess with your food.
Right.
And anything to the contrary is just that's unacceptable to me. But this isn't a job interview.
We need to throw in some applications. We're gonna open a restaurant. Everybody who's
this isn't a job interview. No, you guys couldn't cut it in my restaurant. I promise.
You're at the tight ship. Oh man.
Yeah, it's a tight ship. Anyway, what else we got, Phil? I've been tangenting for a while.
Look, the tangent is the content, bro. We got I mean, we only got like 10 minutes left roughly in our normally scheduled programming. I think we should go to the dick pic.
Well, I mean, we hit the most important one.
Yeah, absolutely.
we
Takashi and everybody's training to fight him.
Takashi, we got you, buddy. Hey, reach out.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, so I think we should go to the dick pic for the week, buddy. And talk about last week's.
So, all right, so I'll lead off. So my dick pic last week was that Team USA would smash Venezuela. I picked Team USA to win. My further dick pic, my elongation pick, if you will, was that they would actually tech them and tap them out by 7 innings. That didn't happen. However, it was a healthy 12-2 victory. So, ding ding ding, I'm 2-0, bitches. What's up? We're not gonna count the half point against me, but shout out Team USA. I know you guys fell to Japan. Maybe the best lineup ever in the world went cold at the wrong time, and Team Japan, you guys killed it. I don't know if you caught the highlights or you watched it. I watched it live, but our boy Otani, the guy that both of us aspire to be someday.
Exactly.
He actually finished the game. He closed the game out pitching and struck Mike Trout out.
Yeah.
His teammate, his Angels teammate, to finish the game. So, big shout out to Team Japan. You guys rock. The MLB wouldn't be the same without you.
True.
Especially, I mean, I will never say a bad thing about Team Japan. I even tried to throw shade a couple episodes ago, and I couldn't quite find the footing because they're just good. I mean, it's when you got 4 fireballers in a game that can throw 100 plus, and you finish out with possibly and probably the game's best player on the mound.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say. So shout out to me, ding ding, I win.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to me. I'm shouting it out. So my dick pic for this week. Do you have the picture ready, Philbo?
I do not, my friend, but that's okay. I'll pull it up real quick.
Okay. So anyway, this week is going to be a great week in my life, Philbo. I don't know about you, but this week we open up regular season play for Major League Baseball. All the bullshit with basketball. Look, all the bullshit with basketball we don't have to worry about. Football, hey, look. We'll see you in the fall, boys.
Hell yeah. UGA's going to stomp, baby. 3-peat.
Oh, dude.
3-peat's coming. 3-peat's coming. Back to back to back boats.
Back to back boats.
Hell yeah, baby.
It's coming, baby. Anyway, this beautiful bastard. Sorry, Philbo, not to exclude you. You know I love you, but this beautiful bastard right here, the best left-hander in baseball, is going to be taking the mound for the Bravos on Friday. Now, it's not our home opener. We face the Nationals, which is so basically you have the best lefty in baseball facing possibly the worst lineup in baseball.
Yeah, that's true. That's so
And
true.
so, and usually, you know, I'm so scarred by I'm so scarred by the Braves in the past. You know, Julio Tehran was our opening day starter for years and years, and it's like they kept him around to disappoint me on opening day. Like he could finish the season with a decent record, a decent ERA, do his part. He was a solid pitcher, but I don't think he ever won an opening day game ever. And I would usually caution it because obviously Maximus, he's not going to be in his mid-season form, but the Nationals won't hit mid-season form until like 2027. So
Yeah, that's true.
I'm going with the Braves to win, and it's going to be a healthy win. All right, we're going to win game one. The Nationals are they're going to get destroyed by Max Fried. I'm going to tack that on. I'm going to go the elongate pick and say Max Fried goes a healthy 7 innings, and I know he's going to be on a pitch cap because they always pitch cap the big dogs. Actually,
100%.
the general managers and and the skippers that care, unlike the Washington Nationals, let's not talk about what they've done to their pitchers. But you know, he'll be on probably a 90 or 100 pitch count. They'll be tentative with him. They just want him to work his arm out. But I'm going to give him a 7 innings,
Yeah.
7 full innings, 1 earned run, 3 hits, 6 strikeouts, and 2 walks. He wins the game. I say the Braves win 5-1.
All right, everybody write that shit down because we're gonna check them. We're gonna check them next Saturday and see what happens.
We're gonna check it, and I'm telling. Look, one way or the other, it's gonna be an extremely healthy stat line for Maximus, and I think the Braves go nuts. I'll say Ronald Acuna Jr. has at least 1 stolen base, and why am I blanking right now? Our sexy ass first baseman,
Matt Olson.
Matt Olson, he will have a home run in the game.
Yeah.
And you still there?
I'm still here.
Ozzy Albies goes the other way with a right-handed home run.
Ooh, this is a lot. This is a lot of dick picking, bro. You're reaching. You're reaching for these dicks,
dude. It's opening day. You know how long I've been waiting on this?
Yeah.
Since we lost to the bullshit Phillies in fucking October. That's how long.
Bro, plus I've hopped on board with your prediction now. You talked about it. You talked about it with me before. I'm actually on board. I think the Braves go to the series. And what will be interesting, I fucking hope to God not. I could be the Yankees on the other side. I fucking hope it's not because we've lost them in every.
God, I hope it is because that's redemption, son. I don't want to see the Astros again. We'll whoop the fuck out of the. Look, if we went last year, we would have won. Yeah, it's just that
we would have won. Dude, we would have beat the fuck out of them.
And can I add on to the dick pick as well? Just one more thing.
Sure, go ahead. It's your dick pick.
Fuck the Mets. Fuck the Mets.
It's all about the Mets, baby. Let's go Mets.
Fuck the Mets. The biggest joke they ever did was fucking bring out what's his name, the fucking Timmy Trumpet guy.
What was the point of that? Every fucking game you're gonna play the same fucking.
Actually, no. That's dude. I mean, that's classic. I'm not gonna argue with that. You have a closer. Edwin Diaz is one of the best closers, if not the best closer in the game, and he always comes out to that song. So. But that was against the Braves, and this is after they announced, and they had it like on the Empire State Building. They were like broadcasting Mets bullshit, and it was a whole thing. It was basically their parade, like that. Okay, we're gonna shut them down. We're gonna clinch this shit. We're going, and the Braves sweep, and in New York, and the fucking. But then they made this content that Braves fans can use against them. It's like, watch Edwin Diaz come out and completely shit the bed and give up 3 earned runs.
Yeah.
Watch this. And he came out to it live. That's his favorite song.
Right.
Like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah. Meanwhile, shit in the bed, son.
No. Meanwhile, Matt Olson's over there fucking just grinding the bat now. Like, oh, I'll show you
Doing it
something.
meme mode.
Watch this. He's like, oh, you want to bring in a righty against me? Watch this shit. Dude, I'm so psyched about opening day. So psyched.
I think we're gonna be successful, bro. My dick pic for the week is I don't have one. I couldn't find one. I'm been fucking busy. So it's also opening.
No,
day.
your dick pic is your dick pic is your fucking sweatshirt right now. Your hoodie right now is your dick pic. We going, true. Kid.
I'm predicting. Yeah, I'm on board with that, and I hate to predict the AL on the other side, but I think it could be the Yankees, and if it is, I'm just saying, let's fucking beat them because there's so much bad blood.
And look, the only team in the American League that I would be the least bit concerned about right now is because of our pitching staff would be the Blue Jays, because the Blue Jays can rock the fuck out of most of our guys.
Right. It will be interesting to see how they do this season too.
Dude, but the Yankees, they got studs, kid. They got studs, but they're all right-handers, and we got Spencer Strider can sit them all down in a row, over and over.
That's true.
And over
He'll
again.
Stash himself.
And then we'll bring in Uncle Charlie, and Uncle Charlie will win game 2. We're gonna save Maximus for 3 and then possibly 7.
Don't forget Kyle Wright, the fucking sleeper.
Dude, can I just go back? I love Max Fried. And look, this is not gonna be a Freddie situation. It's not gonna be a Freddie situation. If he signs somewhere else after this year, I love Max Fried. I love me a good left-hander, but his Uncle Charlie, man, his curveball. Sorry if I'm mixing references, but us in the ends know that you call a clutch curveball in Uncle Charlie. The Uncle Charlie, dude, he can. The sexiest pitch I've ever seen is Max Fried against a left-handed batter, just dropping that Uncle Charlie right on the inside corner of the strike zone up top. Just it looks like it's coming out of left field. There's no way it's going to be a strike in there. Pop. And I guarantee you he has a conversation with you. I'm like, look, I'm going to be doing this shit. Just watch the corners. Just watch the corners. And then 2 batters later, he fires 3 four-seam fastballs, angles it up, and then drops the Uncle Charlie below the knees, and the guy swings twice. Like he literally windmills around.
Right.
I don't think there's a sexier pitch in the game than Maximus Fried and his Uncle Charlie.
Strider's slider is pretty fucking good too. Let's be real.
But he'll get there, dude. When Spencer Strider is 29, we're not gonna forget our great 3-headed monster ever. But he will fit into that category if he stays healthy. I promise you that.
I think you're 100% right. I think we're potentially looking at another like 95 World Series or just 90s Braves team especially with the pitching staff. It's definitely evolving. And I know we talked about before, Soroka, whatever, but I mean, if he can stay healthy,
bring him back up. Look, he actually he managed to pitch for 4 outs the other day.
Yeah, and
none of his ligaments in the lower half of his body exploded. So we're happy about that.
He must have like radiation poisoning or something. I've never seen anybody get fucking injured as much as he has outside of football.
Dude, he's Canadian. There's no telling.
Jesus. But anyway, I think you got a great dick pic. My dick
they're not built for that sport. Clearly, they're not built for that sport. We saw it in USA versus Canada.
Yeah, exactly. Neither is their graphic design team. Holy fuck. But I think overall, I think we're doing good. All right, I just got one more thing to wrap it up for the day. I said I'd talk about it at some point. It's motherfucking Civilization 5. Okay, you knew I'd have to drop it at some point. I'm on their homepage. This is the greatest goddamn game of all time. I think I have. Actually, I'll tell you right now. How many? Well, I can't tell you how many right now without fucking it up. And how many hours I have in Steam. But I think it's definitely over 1,500. It might be. No, I think it's almost 2,000. If not at 2,000 hours. This game is fucking immaculate. It's the greatest game with all of the DLC. It is the greatest game of all time. It's worth a play. Go and grab it. I'm sure it's like. Oh, let me pull up the Steam page for it. I'm sure it's like $10 on Steam. Maybe a little bit more expensive. It is
as a Sid Meier's fan, and I go way back to the Gettysburg days and Antietam days. As a Sid Meier's fan, I did play Civ 6 and I fucking hated it.
Yeah, Civ 6 is. I don't know what it is. Don't even get me started on that. I don't know why Civ 6 is so bad, but it is. Like it's Civilization gets a lot of heat every time they make a new game because the formula changes. I mean, they generally do a 33 33 33 formula where they do 33% legacy stuff, 33% from the last game and 33% new, and they just threw that out the window for Civ 6. And I don't know why. Cuz
It was fucking terrible. And you know I'm a console guy, so obviously I'm not getting the full experience. But I will tell you, my buddy G, hey, shout out. I know he's following. He checked us out. He likes our shit. But I've been gaming with this guy for almost a decade now. And you want to talk about just co-op hours logged in Civilization Revolution for Xbox? Oh my god, that game was phenomenal. And even though it was only probably 25% of the real game it was intended to be, we just ate that shit up. And then we were so excited when Civ 6 came out and then it dropped. I think we logged like 2 hours. Like, what the fuck is this?
so bad. And look, I just I even wrote. I think I've only written one negative review in Steam ever because I normally don't write reviews in Steam because who the fuck cares? I wrote a negative review for Civ 6. I think for me the biggest problem with it, and now the Civ 5 promo is turning into a what's wrong with the Civ 6 review, but the biggest problem with it is um the religious system is so weird. I don't care about the religious units. I don't know why I have to fucking have my priests go fight other priests. That shit is so dumb.
And you have to like network the different religious. It's oh my god.
It's so
Just
weird.
get it off my screen. Just get it off my screen.
Yeah.
Like I'm done with it.
I'm so done with like that. That's such a. It takes me out of it. The map for me, I don't know. Like the feel of the game, like the actual graphics, the overlay, the map for me just wasn't. I don't know. I mean, it was kind of cool, I guess. I couldn't get used to it. I think that's just a personal thing. But also, like the district management system was kind of stupid. Like it was not balanced. Maybe it's been fixed 5 years later. Who the fuck knows? But it just, I don't know. The game was not good.
I'll never revisit.
Yeah.
But shout out to Sid Meier's.
Yeah. Waiting on Civ 7 at this
He's
point.
he's my second dick pick of the week because Sid Meier's a badass dude. Did you ever check out like old school the like Windows 95 Gettysburg and Antietam?
No, but I know what you're talking about. Like that's a classic too.
Dude, those are, and I'll keep my old laptop just because of that, because I got like a pirated version of it because you can't find it anywhere. But oh my, like you can literally, it's set up to where like day by day, battle by battle, you can actually relive it, and you know you're in full control of the troops. It's amazing. Like that's actually what got me into strategy games. Yeah. That and then that led me into Command and Conquer. We don't have time, but
I spent so much time.
Command and Conquer series. Oh my god,
we got to do next podcast. We just got to talk about video games for like 30 minutes because there's so much we should. About. Yeah,
dude, there's so much, but like especially strategy games. Look, there was a time where your boy was actually top ranked in Ghost Recon and in Mech Assault. I am not a shitty gamer by any means.
Ooh. All right.
I was
old man.
No, I was rolling top 5 for at least 6 months in Mech Assault.
Not bad.
And that's KD ratio and total kills. So your boy was coming at you in the Kit Fox.
Well, I'll tell you what. But tune in next week. Hear more about video games because we can go off forever. We got to wrap it up, my friends.
Let's play video games. But we do have to wrap it up. But you forgot the fan favorite segment. We got to do the chop shop.
We got to do the chop shop. That's the last thing we got to do. We
got to wrap up with the chop shop.
There's a chop that I wanted to challenge. The first one you gave me was legit, and I totally admit that. There's a chop I did want to challenge, and I don't really remember what it is at this point. But let's just say, fuck you. I think that wraps up my feelings on the matter.
So, geez, you know, at some point you're gonna be able to trade these in for prizes like a carnival, right?
Except I'll actually have to play the claw machine in order to get them out. So, and I've never won one.
Right? No, you're never gonna get anything good. I mean, you're gonna be outnumbered by me and the dickheads the entire time.
I don't think so. Come on, Shirlings, rise up.
So, as far as my chops go, I stand by every single chop I gave you, even reactionary chops, because you're a dickhead.
Well, that's how I feel. Fuck you.
And furthermore, I would like to add another chop for being a pussy and not actually challenging a chop. So there you go.
Wow.
So
Wow.
now we're actually we're bringing up the final total. So through 4 episodes, Philbo has
The
been
fuck out of here
chopped
with your
by
math.
Josh. Philbo has been chopped by Josh 478 times.
Mm-hmm. None of them legit. Just want
And
to put that out there.
Josh has been well, you had your chance to challenge, but you're too much of a pussy. Get off my podcast. Anyway, uh,
Oh god.
Josh has been chopped by Philbo 3.5 times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally. 100% accurate.
And there's still that one that sticks out. Annie got a double chop. So
That's true. I gotta print out her certificate.
she's still the only one to date who has received a double chop. So kudos to her. And
Congratulations.
she stays on the ledger. I don't know what else to say.
I'm gonna give Monica a chop because I don't think she was watching this episode. So.
And I chop you right back. Don't fucking talk about my wife.
What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here.
Bam. Bam. I'm chop silly. Chop again.
All right, that's all we got for the chop shop. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate everybody stopping by. We'll catch y'all next week. I guess we're gonna talk about video games a lot, so we'll see y'all then. Y'all have a good one. Peace, love, happiness. Tip your servers. Bye. All right.